A Course in Miracles, Lesson 288. Let me forget my brother's past today. This is the thought that leads the way to you and brings me to my goal. I cannot come to you without my brother. And to know my source, I first must recognize what you created one with me. My brother's is the hand that leads me on the way to you. His sins are in the past along with mine, and I am saved because the past is gone. Let me not cherish it within my heart, or I will lose the way to walk to you. My brother is my Savior. Let me not attack the Savior you have given me, but let me honor him who bears your name, and so remember that it is my own. Forgive me then today, and you will know you have forgiven me if you behold your brother in the light of holiness. He cannot be less holy than can I, and you cannot be holier than he. Lesson 288. Let me forget my brother's past today. To let is to allow. It's the mind saying, I will not interfere. So when Jesus says, let me forget my brother's past, he isn't asking for a forced amnesia. He's pointing to a quiet permission, an allowance that lets truth replace memory. It's not about erasing the past, but refusing to protect it. Forgetting in the holy sense means failing to remember what never was. It's not neglect, it's correction. Just as a dreamer doesn't mourn the dream once he wakes, the forgiven mind doesn't grieve over what was never real. To forget my brother's past is to realize there never was a past, only a misperception held in time. Imagine being an actor on stage who suddenly forgets his lines. The play stops. The script falls apart. For a moment, the illusion of performance collapses, and everyone stands there in the quiet recognition, wait, none of this is real. That's the metaphysical forgetting Jesus invites. Forget the script. Forget the character. Forget the grievances because they only existed in the play. Or picture walking out into a storm and realizing you forgot your raincoat. You might panic for a moment. I'll get soaked, until you notice the rain itself is warm, cleansing, harmless. Forgetting your coat becomes the way to remember your invulnerability. So too with your brother's past. Forgetting it feels risky to the ego, but it's how the mind rediscovers the warmth of innocence. This is the thought, Jesus says, that leads the way to you. Because there is no private road to heaven. I cannot come to you without my brother. Every path of separation ends in dead ends. If one brother is left outside the gate remains closed. Salvation is not a solo project. It's shared awakening. My brother is the hand that leads me on the way to you. His so-called sins are gone along with mine, because the past, the only place they seem to exist, is gone. What imprisons one mind imprisons all. What is forgiven in one mind frees all. To remember my brother's past is to re-enslave myself to the same lie. The Course says, let me not cherish it within my heart, or I will lose the way to you. To cherish the past is to worship memory instead of truth. And memory is the altar of the ego, a shrine to grievances. But the altar of God holds only the present. My brother is my Savior. Who else could be? For the one I call enemy is the one I have condemned within. To attack my brother is to crucify myself again, insisting that sin is real and separation still stands. But to forget his past is to rise from that tomb. Forgive me then today, Jesus says, and you will know you have forgiven me if you behold your brother in the light of holiness. How do you know forgiveness has taken hold? When you look upon another and feel no story, no timeline, no guilt, no old identity. You see only light, and it feels like recognition, not judgment. To hold someone in the light of holiness means to stop defining them by shadows. It's to see innocence where the ego saw offense. And the only way to see innocence is to be innocent, to forget that there was ever guilt to begin with. He cannot be less holy than I can, and I cannot be holier than he. This line dismantles hierarchy. Holiness has no degrees because oneness has no divisions. It's the same light shining through every form, every face, every seeming fragment of the dream. So, lesson 288 is a get-out-of-jail-free card. The jail is memory. The bars are grievances. And the key? Forgetfulness, not of truth, but of illusion. Today is Freedom Day because today is the only day that exists. Yesterday is fiction. Tomorrow is fantasy. Only love is real, and it's always now. When you meet your brother today, forget the play. Forget the scene where he betrayed you. Forget the role where you felt wounded. Just stand there as if for the first time, because it is. He is. You are. And in that single instant of holy forgetting, the past disappears, the light returns, and God is remembered.